Hello there. It's very loud on my ears, but it should be fine on your ears. Wait, give me a second. Ow. Everything is not set up correctly. Ah. Hi. Welcome to this episode of Gedo Fucks Stuff Up. Hi. Yeah. Yeah. Welcome. I hope you're all wearing your appropriate safety gear. Because this is a construction zone. So did the original starting soon screen just vanish, or are we changing it? It's all still there, I hope. I posted on Twitter yesterday that I finally had the time to finally clean my entire PC. So reset all my hard drives, installed new memory and stuff like that. And now I kind of have to redo most of the stuff I have to do. I saved most of the things I had to, except for the things I didn't. So apparently just copy pasting the entire OBS folder doesn't work. Which is why all my scenes are gone. I technically generally should have all the assets of it to make it again. It's not that hard, it's just a screen. But yeah. Other than that, I think everything is running smoothly as is. I don't really want to admit it, but I was a bit too stupid to put in the memory sticks correctly. I had to do that like 5 times before they finally connected right. And I was concerned with myself and a lot of other things. But yeah, it made the click sound, but it didn't do anything. But the fact of the matter is I had to hear 2 click sounds on both sides. And then it finally connected. I love that. Yeah. Also, I found a different point system. I found a different point system that basically great. Works on both YouTube and Twitch, but I have to set up things there, and I'm not entirely sure how and when to do that. So we'll see. Will the triggers still work? Not entirely sure. They should. Technically speaking, they should. I implemented the triggers, didn't I? Well, I mean, this works. Why doesn't the other thing work? Did I disable the comment? No, this comment is usual general. Ah! Oh, wait. Are you even monitoring? That's a very good question. Are you monitoring? Yeah, you are. That makes sense. Doesn't seem to like them for some reason. Wait. Wait. Is it connected? It is. I don't know. We are connected. Why exactly? Why exactly? Ow. That was loud. Everything's so loud in my ears. Why? Throw. Ow. That works. Ow! That works. And okay, this works. So maybe I just have to re-trigger the triggers. Maybe they're like on the old network. Connected on the old network. So we're trying this with bad. Ow. Okay. What was the command for that? Redeem, throw, 10. Yeah, probably should have typed it correctly. Shouldn't I? I hate German keyboards. I do. I do hate them. Ow. There it is. Works again. Okay. So basically just had to reset the triggers once, I guess. It probably means that all the other triggers should be badge as well, probably. Probably? Is it even connected to VTube Studio? Are you connected? It seems like it is. Okay. Like this? Doesn't really seem to work. Do I have the hotkey set up? That is a very good question. Because that is kind of like the thing. I'm not entirely sure. I do. I do. It has the hotkeys already set up, so it's the right version that I installed. Old Gedo's dead. What's dead may never die. That was Game of Thrones reference. I like Game of Thrones. And then we'll load this again. And then we do this again. Maybe it's because there is potentially a sound that's not loaded in, because I did not... Did I save them? And it probably was in my download folder that was like filled with downloads. How about now? Hello? I can type, guys! That's the reason why I never type in chat, guys. I am very bad at typing. You know what I can do? Why do I make my life harder than it must be? Why not just do this? Ha! Okay. Next stream, definitely Mario teacher. Wasn't there something like zombie apocalypse typing games, like an old arcade thingy thing? Okay, so I have to reset the triggers. Apparently anew. For each of the commands. Also, I'm not entirely sure if I even need to. Typing off the... Yes, exactly. That one. What I probably need to do... I need to view bot myself a little bit on Twitch. I'm evil. For that, I kind of need a different browser. Test things out. Well, I could technically just go with the old trusted Internet Explorer. No, what is it called? Edge? Yes, because Microsoft likes to edge. What a bunch of sussy buckers. Twitch. So I need to see. I don't want to register. Oh, the browser's edging. Oh, yeah. He's having a good time. He's always getting edged because the symbol is on your taskbar, but it's never getting clicked. That's the type of edging it does. So close. You almost barely touch it, but then realize. Sure, everybody uses the awesome, better browser. Where is my login information? Very good question is actually which accounts do I... Let's see if that still exists. That is a very good question. Next very good question is there's probably an authentication token somewhere. That's a very good question. Which, where, and when? Okay, that does not exist. That's a very good question. What about this one? No. Microsoft, but not Microsoft. Isn't Bing just Goon? Isn't Bing like the weird thing that shows you all the indecent spots in the internet? What do you mean, phone number? Oh, wait, we could do one thing. We can take this one. Do this. And we can do this one. And do this. We should also check that Gedoens works. We should. The problem is I need to wait like 5 minutes until the timer runs out. Also, another thing that I probably should do at some point is rebinding my key triggers. My hotkeys on thingy thing. Let the child in the room. What do you mean? I'm of age. Excuse me. Excuse me. Well, Gedo lasts 30 minutes, doesn't it? Was it 30 minutes? I think so. I think it does. So we're kind of stuck with it. Well, technically, I could just do the other thing and just reset it. But that would require me to do work, and I don't want to do work. Ow, I'm hearing myself talk. That's so disgusting. Ew. 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 Disgusting. So question is, did the other Gedo die? No, he is still existing in the void somewhere. He was sent to the Shadow Realm for like half an hour. He will be coming back. Cringe. What do you mean cringe? Excuse me. There's no cringe. Why should he die of cringe? I'm confused. I have too many tabs open, guys. It's annoying. Stop being annoying, PC. Okay, you lose that roll. Nice. Okay. So... let me just quickly see. Any of this works. Okay. So this works. There's also Streamlabs still in the mix. My question is... I probably need to deactivate Streamlabs then. Or at least the loyalty points in Streamlabs. That is the wrong browser. Jesus. You know, I was thinking of like having... Ow. Really? Really? I was thinking of like getting a third monitor. Because if I'm letting bot run on my PC now, I kind of want to have it like in eyesight. Kinda. I'm also kind of... I wanna see how much you can actually do with... Because I kind of have the idea in my little tiny wonderful brain that you could redeem a throw that just activates a bomb. Then that bomb comes, you add a command with a delay, and after a certain amount of time, it triggers like an explosion effect or something like that. And then it could change the scene, stuff like that. I'm thinking of something like that, but the thing is, I'm stupid, guys. That is like the major problem I have. I'm a little bit stupid. So I have to see how that works. First of all... Here, turn this off. Okay. That works. Now... was there like a minute? Did a minute pass? Can I try that again? Okay. So, points are getting added. That's nice. Honestly, it's a bit too loud on my ears. So, points are getting added there. Now is the question... I think I still have the commands deactivated for... No, that is not the right window. I think I still have the commands deactivated for YouTube. Why? No, technically not. We'll technically give them out to YouTube as well. If I do this now. Well, took my points. That's nice. That's great. That's a scam. Nice. Wait, I think I have to... I think I have to reset those as well. Don't I? If Frying Sister... it's also on the wrong card. That's great. How about we try that again? No? Great. Now it's not even taking my points. Oh, that just works great. Oh, wait. Maybe it's on cooldown. How long is the cooldown for that? 200. What do you mean throw streamer out of the window? Excuse me? Excuse me? I find that a little bit rude. Why do I have it? Wait, I tested stuff on that. Now I understand. Suddenly I do understand. Chicken chopping. Welcome, welcome. LOL. Still haven't watched the Minecraft movie, just to you know. Kinda haven't. Will I eventually? Yes. But only if it comes available in, like, other stuff. I'm not going to the movies. Am I stupid? Why is it not working? Is it, like, on the old cooldown still? Do I still need to... wait like that? This one is still doing stuff. The interesting question is, why is that not responding to YouTube? I mean, it wouldn't matter that much if it doesn't work on YouTube and doesn't work on YouTube. We have a system that works on YouTube. It's just a little bit annoying that I have to set up everything twice then. That makes a little bit no sense to me. There's also a cooldown command that I don't understand why it's not showing. I generally don't understand why it's not showing. I also probably should have watched the guide before doing any of these. I probably should have watched the guide. Probably should have. But I didn't. Isn't that great? Also, a very good question. Is the... It's still running. Where is it running to? Away from home? Oh, Streamlabs is back. Oh, right. I had like an automated thing once. That's absolutely correct. I had that once, but I don't want it anymore. Oh. Leave Streamlabs. Okay. So... I think this can... use the Streamlabs run because you better go catch it. No, it's okay. It can go back into the wild. Be free! Go to someone else's stream. Help them become the most famous and successful streamer of all time. You did your job here, I feel like. Did you? I don't know. Probably. The only thing I still have active on Streamlabs is probably the... probably the alerts are still active there. Hello, hello, welcome, welcome. How am I doing? How are you doing? I am, amazed I'm still here. I'm very happy that I did not delete, my model. I'm very proud of myself of not deleting my model. Which you cannot see, and it sounds like a lie right now, but it exists. Trust me, it exists. Can I try? Where do I need to go here? Can I try that again? I'm great. Ow. Okay. That works. So now it takes those. I'm still confused. I'm still confused why it doesn't give out points to user current points. Is it different? It doesn't... It's not a different command, is it? No, it should be the same command. Wait, let me quickly disable that one. The one from the YouTube system. What if we do this now? Is there something coming up? Is that... That's a lot of points. I'm a very active watcher of my own channel. Nice. But I think that's still the old system, isn't it? No, it's a different command. Also, why am I writing this? Why isn't that bot-chan writing? Why am I writing this? Who gave me permission to speak? Can you set that up? Who says what? Can you set that up? Doesn't seem to be. Did I give myself so many points? Did I do that? I know on the other redeem I did that. What if I disable this? Enable this? No, it is the same point balance. So I guess they use the same variable for the points? Could that be? Are they using the same point variables? Can I... Okay, I can disable commands, actions, technically speaking. Can I actually show you guys StreamerBot without leaking all my private information? So you guys can at least see something? I mean, in the worst case scenario, you just know my credit card information, my home address, my security number, my social number, my mother's name, maiden name, the name of my first pet, the street I grew up in, my elementary school, stuff like that. It's not too interesting. I'm looking forward to visit you. Don't. Or if you do, at least give me like 1 day heads up so I can clean my apartment, because otherwise it's stinky. Otherwise it's stinky. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Hi, hi. Alright, we have to set up chat. Forgot about that. And we should, at some point, set up chat. Shouldn't we? Okay. There it is. Very funny, very interesting, very annoying. How long is the thing actually going for? 30 minutes? When did we use it? It's a lot of 30 minutes. It should be going at some point. It should be leaving at some point. So, basically this is the old system we had. It's like the old YouTube point system that just worked for YouTube. Why do I have this one? Anything wrong with that? And this one is the new currency core system that basically works on YouTube and Twitch. At least supposedly. I don't know. I am in no way able to tell because I just copy pasted this. I'm very good at things. I'm good at copy pasting things. So yeah, that's the thing we have to work on a little tiny bit. This was redeemed throw 1, but technically speaking, it doesn't need to be redeemed throw 1 because throw 1 is technically speaking. Oh, don't delete. Technically speaking, already free. Yeah, I still need to spend points on something that's free. It's free. Free bird. Free bird. So, our throw 10. Ow. Worked. I think we might make it a little bit less. Wait, actually, maybe I'm not doing this there and I'm doing it more in-app. Because that might save my own ears, and I like saving my own ears. That's great. I need them for ear stuff. Why would you want to throw 10,000 things at me? What did I do to deserve this kind of treatment? Have I not been nothing but nice to you? Worth a try. Man. Okay. So, we kinda... Technically... How does that even work? How does it actually work? That's a very good question. Okay, I do have it in one simple action. Okay, that's interesting. I'm very smart sometimes, I gotta admit that. We wanna rename this. How do I rename things? Edit. Ah! So... Ow. Let's redeem... I can type. Redeem throw 10. Okay. That works. Then we copy this. We copy this one. Right. Okay. I copy this. Probably should have done the other way around, shouldn't I? And we copy this. Okay. Now we set up the trigger commands. Command trigger. Redeem. Which one did I just do? Is that old or is that load? That's old. Okay. That is in fact old Gelo. So we would do it like this. Okay. Where is the get user point balance? Can I disable that? Can I... If points completed, duplicate usernames, add set points, adds points, action, set points, shoutout. Not enough points. Isn't there? Where is the... It probably should be an action. Is this present viewer ticker? Yeah, probably this one. So we disable this as well. And this as well. And then we try... Let's see. Did I? I don't know. Did I? No, this is... Okay, we need to enable this. We need to disable this. I'm gonna wait like teeny tiny 2 seconds to make it all seem like it's working. Okay, so it's giving out points. I still have the old points. That's a bit annoying. How about do a little bit of tiny little things here. Copy this. We need the browser scene here. Is this gonna be which Chad? And we add this here. Bam. Should technically work. Should technically work. Should technically work. It doesn't. Okay. Great. There's Twitch chat. Now we need to get YouTube chat in here. How do we do that? By smacking ourselves in the head with a shovel. So we go here. We go here. We go here. YouTube chat. We go here. Save this. And now for my next trick, I need... Which one is that actually? Which one is that? I don't know which one I used. It's a very good question. Because YouTube chat doesn't really work for any kind of decent chatbot. So you always need to... At least there was a problem. I don't know if it still exists. Could be that it's fixed by now. Okay, that it's not the thing I always use. It's not the thing I always use. I also feel like there's a lot of things missing. Is it just me? Like it's... Where is it stuck? Isn't it like... Yeah, that's basically like... Ah, okay. There we go. Okay. This works. That's great. This one is set for Twitch. No, I didn't want to add stuff. I don't want to add stuff. I want to add it. What the fuck is Trovo? Should I know what Trovo is? I've never heard of that in my life. Should I know that? I don't know. That sounds good. And that's also for Trovo. Might as well delete them, to be honest. So I don't think I'm gonna need them. That's for YouTube. Okay. So we enable those. We enable those, and then we kinda disable all of these for now. Very good question. Can I do that all at once? Probably. Can I have the time and decency to find that out? Nope. Nope, 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 nope. So we do this. And then we take all of these. I really don't wanna... Nope. Okay. Have to disable them all one by one. Very fun. I like tedious tasks. Aren't they just beautiful? Isn't that just like the best thing in life? I was actually thinking of making this like all of the construction things is like the title, you know, like construction work around in the background as a video, having construction sounds in the background as well. But the thing is, I tried that for like 10 minutes and then it pissed me off so much. I thought like, nah, we're not doing that. So yeah, you're stuck with me, watching me figuring out things. So that works. That kind of doesn't work. I think it's basically just send message. I think it's basically just send message, but I'm not entirely sure. Where's the furry? It never is and was furry. We've been lied to the entire time. He will be back in a little bit. Probably like in the next 5 minutes or so, if I set it up correctly. I'm not entirely sure when the redeem was made. Very good question. Do I have timestamps on? No, I don't, right? I don't think I do. He'll be back eventually. I feel like, maybe. If he wants to. I could understand if he doesn't want to. What the hell is that, Chad? Send message to Chad. How does it work? Percent user percent? I watched like a sweet little tiny video on this. What was it? Command cooldown? Can't be that easy, right? I can type. Hold up, were there always channel points? No! They're here now. For a limited time only. We're currently working on stuff. The thing is, like, they have to be, like, set up in YouTube and a Twitch chat, which is a bit of a weird thing to do. It somehow works, but I'm not entirely sure what is working right now. Technically speaking, this should be still on cooldown. But technically speaking, this also should be a different command. Do I have that? Is that there yet? Yeah, it is. It's here. It's there. It's everywhere. How does that work? Okay, that still works. I'm not entirely sure where the trigger is for how many points you get for a certain amount of time. It probably is in a timed action? Yeah. Points given per take 50. Aha! Found it! I'll do arson. I don't know who this arson person is, but I wish you all the fun you want. Have fun doing him. Or her, for a matter of fact. I don't know. It would be great if the... Well, actually, I could just... Couldn't I just... Get rid of it? I don't know. Can I? Probably. Wait, where's my... Here's my... No, that's the cooldown command. I need this one. Wait, it's actually on this one. That's interesting. But it's disabled. Does that work the way I wanted to? I'm not entirely sure. So, we enable this one. I mean, technically speaking, for trying it out, we could... This is not the one I want. We could do this... 1,000? Something like this. Probably still not enough. Then we switch back. How do I switch back again? It's been so long. It's been so long. There he is. Bye. Back. Blah. Okay, so now, wait, what was the cooldown on that thing? That's a very good question. Before I type that command, 1,800 seconds, which I don't know how many minutes it is. I could calculate that, but I could also just set it to 10, and I could also, at some point, reassign my triggers new. Okay. So, what was that? Redeem old Gedo. That's why I think it was. Works. Okay. Doesn't give me my points though. Doesn't give me the remaining total of points. It's a very good question. Also, the switching back doesn't really work. The switching to does work, but the switching back doesn't really work. But that could be that the 1,000 milliseconds are just too short. Let's get that to 3,000. So why is that not working? It's a very good question, because the hour command is working and it's literally the same thing. It is literally the same thing, which makes kind of no sense. But what do you want to do? Not like I have a degree in computer science and I could figure things out. Nope, not this one. Actually, good question. I don't think I have enough points. You cannot afford that. You only have 0 points. What's the command to add points? And how do I add points to someone? That's a very good question. I think it's just add points a lot. I think it's like this. I don't go no my head, so that's okay. Have a nice day. Wonderful weekend. Ah, you see where the issue lies. Yes, okay. Have a wonderful weekend. See you next time. Okay. So we're doing this. Now we have points again. Which is great. And now we can test it again. Okay, there it is. But the trigger for the ears does work. Is weird. Can I kinda test the entire thing? Is there a way to test like the entire action? I only see that. A bit annoying. No, it's okay. Ears don't come on. Maybe it's too instant. But on the other thing it worked, didn't it? I'm not entirely sure. We don't tell anyone, okay? Nothing wrong. That's all fine. Where is the delay? There it is. There is the delay. So add 300 in here. Push that in here. And you know what? The next thing I do is resetting my hotkeys. Because it's getting on my nerves. Okay, like this. We're switching back. And there are the ears. Okay, it works. Does that work here now as well? That is a very good question because where are the triggers for that? It's actually set up to trigger in YouTube chat as well. It does trigger in YouTube chat as well. Okay. So I should be able to do this here as well, right? Yeah. Going back. Getting this. Okay. But I'm not getting the remaining points thing. Well, I mean, I guess you guys can just... You're smart enough to do the points thing on your own. For now, right? You guys are smart enough to do that. We're not at bald yet. Still need to work on that. We have old Gedo back now. It's gonna be the next thing, though. We have to make kinda working again. We wanna switch the group into currency core. We wanna edit this. Okay, it already reads in Twitch chat. That's great. You want to set the cooldown to like 10 seconds for now? I forgot I wanted to do something else. That's a very interesting thing. Can you? I don't think so. It would be great. It would be really funny if that actually happened. But it doesn't seem to be. And it apparently is set away. I'm actually only to do it myself, which is great. Sometimes I'm happy with myself. Okay, let me reset the keybinds for like literally. But if I do that, the problem is I have to reset the keybinds on my stream deck as well. Ah, that's great. That's just awesome. Love my life. I love my life. La 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 la. Okay. That's why I left it on like one of these. It doesn't really work that well. Oh, there it is. So why is this one coming out? So now we're doing this for literally everything. At least I don't have to deal with constantly bringing my triggers again. That's nice. Where was I? That is 5. That is 6. That is 7. That is 8. Math with Gino. Today, numbers from 9. From 1 to 9. Because other than that, is out of the picture for my numpad. I think that's okay. I think that's okay. What is that actually doing? That's a very good question. How about we test it out? Actions. Now what? I have a test thing. This one can go integrations. VTube Studio. Trigger hotkey. Trigger animation? Shake? Wrong model. I was confused for a second. Doesn't even show up. Is there something else I can use? Integrations, YouTube Studio. It has a name. Okay. I'm just a little bit stupid. Okay. Now. This is the... This is the redeem... Old. Okay. Now we duplicate this. Construction stream. Yes, we're constructing things. We are I didn't put a group in here. We're constructing stuff. Little bit of funny things. Add to group. New group. Rename group. Nice. Nope, not the sound effect. We need to add the sound effects later though, because I kind of want them. Control C. Put them in here. Control C. Put them in here. And maybe that's why it's not working. Because this one is missing. You know, touchy. Maybe that works. Wait. If only the points counted from all the way back when we played Dark Souls 2. Yeah. Good old times. But for now, it's not even that much to use on, so... You're not missing out on a lot. Don't worry. He's all fine. Why is this empty? Why are you empty? Because it didn't go in there. That makes so much sense. That makes actually so much sense. Yeah. I understand. I do totally understand that. It's wonderful. I want to do this here. Probably have to set up the triggers again. Probably have to set up triggers again. Okay. So the command also. Yeah, I need to set the command as well. Or commands triggered any redeem bolt. Okay. Let's see. What is the main danger of this construct? Is it yourself? Yes, pretty much. Myself and my own creativity. So now, technically, is it just that? Apparently not. It does read Twitch chat. Okay, that doesn't really work. How about here? Also, does not really seem to work. Why? Why are you not working? I'm not sure if I test you out what it does. It's the thing it's supposed to do. Why is it? That doesn't make any sense. Why is a hotkey for... I don't understand. Can I actually delete that? Doesn't seem like it. Okay. That makes no sense at all in my head, but it's fine. We have... Does that even make sense? Is there even a trigger? It is. I don't really need that trigger though. Do I? No, I don't really need that trigger. Why is this now not working entirely again? Am I crazy? It just worked like 2 seconds ago. What is this? What? Huh? Okay, that was just me typing wrong. What the? It is monitoring. It is active. Why aren't you... Is this one working? None of them are working anymore. Huh? What the? Huh? You know what? There's one thing that always works. There's one thing that always works, and that's restarting the application. That is one thing that always works. It's also connected. It's great. He's connected. Oh. Okay, now it works again. Can someone for the love of God tell me why my trigger is triggering? What the? Why is the angry trigger triggering? It is literally set to 2 buttons. Why are you triggering the entire time? That is so weird. That is wild. That's crazy. Did you hear Xbox games will be $80? No, I haven't heard of that. I know Nintendo games are going to be like that. But it, honestly, as soon as one company does it, the other are gonna follow suit. It's not that surprising that they're gonna increase the prices as well. Honestly, I don't mind it on Xbox that much, to be fair, because Xbox has way more sales. And Xbox has also something like the Game Pass, so I don't mind Xbox games being $80 that much more than I would mind Nintendo games. Obviously, it's more money for games, and if the games are shit, it's shit. But generally speaking, it was kind of like obvious that at some point they would follow. They probably all waited for GTA to come out and say, yo, our game will be this price, and they all wanted to be like, okay, if GTA does it, then we're gonna do it as well. But GTA 6 was announced to be like delayed until 2026, I feel like. Okay, that works. Okay. So yeah, they're probably gonna start announcing it. I don't think that Sony is gonna wait that much longer to do the same thing. It's gonna be same-ish. Ah, now I know why it doesn't work. It's not enabled. That makes so much more sense now. Yeah, it is interesting. Ah, works. Great. Alright. This works as well now. It's great. Does it work here also? What was the timer on that? 5 minutes, right? Yep. Die. How does that work exactly? That's a very good question. How does it work? Pause. Can I pause that? Fake running. Resume. Okay, apparently it's paused now. Which means I can just go here, press that button, and get my hair back. Yay! Okay, then let me quickly get out my notepad. Make a new thing. We have bald, we have old Gino, we have throw stuff at me. These are things that we currently have. I kind of need to do a lurk command for YouTube only. Since YouTube always has like a little bit of a problem with the point system only awards people that are active in chat, which is a bit unfair if you're like a lurker. So I probably just take this. Honestly, I have one teeny tiny question. There's like the redeem throw 10, right? There is, but it's not working. Why not? I know. Fine, I just posted myself. Okay, something is really not working here. Yes, caps log. Funny thing. Okay, that's weird. I don't know why. There is like something in this code that I think keeps it from working correctly. At some point it just dies. Wonder what sets that off. The thing is, like, even this doesn't work, does it? Even the throw command doesn't work. That's so weird. Xbox controller will be $64.99. Isn't that the normal price? What were they before? I feel like it's pretty much the same. Although it's a bit weird that they would increase prices on hardware. What is happening? Wait. Ah! I know what happened. That happened. That happened. Ah. Ah. I didn't pause one thing. I paused all of the actions. That's good to know. Someone should have told me that. Give my hair back, thank you. Fuck. Oh. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay. That works now. What was I doing? Lurk command. It's still weird. It's still weird that only the one command gives out the points left. None of the others do. That is a bit weird. Gotta admit that. I'm not entirely sure why that is. Because if I... This one. If I do this... And I do this. I go here. New trigger. Calling it this. Object customization. Disable all. Enable this one. Aim customization. Rob. That works. We want this a bit more. I probably want the scale to be a bit higher. It's nice. We want the lay a bit more. Wait, can I select multiples? Yes, I can. That's okay. Xbox Series S will be 299 to 370. Sorry, 29. Is that maybe just because of the tariffs? Would that be? Is that maybe a tariff thing? From like the US? Has that something to do with that? I feel like it might have something to do with that. Not really something else. No, that is not how I wanted that. Yep. I mean, if it's a tariff thing that I can at least understand where they're coming from. Then I can at least understand where they're coming from. Because otherwise it wouldn't make that much sense in terms of business decisions. But honestly speaking, how many people are actually still buying Xboxes? That is a very good question. How many people are actually still buying Xboxes? At this point in time. Okay. That works. Why did I do that again? Does anyone know? Anyone know why I did that again? I'm not entirely sure. I don't exactly know why I did it again. Why I wanted that. Yeah, because I wanted to duplicate this command. Go here. Do this. Like this. We're gonna look at both YouTube and Twitch, like this, like this, like this. And then, out of curiosity, interesting. Interestingly enough, this works. Interestingly enough, this also gives me points left. So I'm a bit confused why the others don't. The Digital Series X will be 549. Huh. Like again, if it's because of tariffs, then yeah, nothing you can really do about that. It sucks, yeah, but you know, there is only one person responsible for that, and you know, that is a little bit annoying. Yeah, if it's just because of that, then I understand why they're increasing the. Ow! Why they're increasing the price? If it's because of, and I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think they just randomly increase increasing the prices on the console. Probably has something to do with that. Doesn't make it better for like people who want to buy it, but at least it's somewhat understandable, I feel like. It's like everything is kind of fucked with that. I really would like to know why the remaining stuff only works for the one thing and not the other. Why did I... It doesn't trigger here. I'm so confused. Ah, yeah, now it triggers. It's so weird. I mean, the Pirate Way is always available. I feel like the thing is, Xbox is not really that prominent in the console market anyway. Like, if you're spending $600 on an Xbox console, you might as well wait a bit more and buy yourself an PC and get like the same experience with Steam and stuff. Costs you like $1,000, it's 400 more, but you know, it's essentially the same thing you get with an Xbox plus more. I don't know. The Xbox doesn't really have anything convincing going on for it that you wouldn't get with a decent PC at this point in time. I get the PlayStation. The PlayStation has a lot of exclusive titles. The PlayStation is a bit more separate. Same with the Nintendo Switch, but the Xbox really doesn't have anything going for it. It basically just has all their games available on PC either way. You have the Game Pass that's available on PC and on Xbox, so it's kind of weird. It is kind of weird. That was bald. Need to rename that as well. Deleting that, pasting this in. I don't know why I can't put it. I don't know. Edit. Now we're doing this. Does it work? Okay, works. Again, there's the redeem doesn't really, the remaining doesn't trigger on that thing. Also, I have forgotten that it's fine. It's fine. Just doing that. The stupid one will be Nintendo Switch 2 games. Game prices is a weird topic, to be fair. Game prices is a very weird topic. The thing is, for most Nintendo games, I am okay with paying a little bit more. As stupid as that sounds, but game prices have been very, very stable over the last 30 years. Only like in the last 5 or 6 years, the prices really went up from like 60 to 70, and now we're at $80. But that, to be fair, should have been something that happened like over the last 30 years and not just in the last few years. But no one really dared to do that, and now we're paying the price for that. The thing with Nintendo games is I am fairly okay with them being a little bit pricier. If that solely means that I'm getting a finished game, a finished product. If then the game decides that we need to add microtransactions, if then the game decides we need to do like day one DLCs on top of that, then I'm not okay with price increase, because then I'm not paying for a finished game. I want to pay for a finished game, and I'm fairly happy with paying like 80 or 90 bucks for a polished, finished, good game. And to be fair, as much shit as you want to give Nintendo, most games that they put out and that they put their label on are fairly good. Mario Kart, Smash Brothers, everything Zelda, everything Metroid, they're always fairly decent games that you're honestly probably okay with spending that much money. You get your money worth in that regard. The problem with Nintendo and their pricing is basically always that they don't really have the intention of mostly like discounting their games. It very rarely happens. Very rarely happens. That's a bit annoying. It is. Something just pop up. I have no idea. Did that just show up? I'm not sure. The new Mario Kart is 80 bucks. What will be the future of the price of Pokemon and the Legend of Zelda? Probably the same. Probably will be around 80 bucks as well. It's probably gonna be the staple, but the truth of the matter is that Nintendo is just the first company who announces that. It's just the first company that announces that. Everyone else is gonna be following suit, and you see that with Xbox already. Sony's gonna be very close behind. I don't think it's gonna be that long until they do the same thing. And yeah. Same with studios like Rockstar. They will probably do the same thing. It will be the norm. Nothing really we can do about that. And the thing is, it triggers after this. It is so weird. It is so weird. Did you change your logo? I don't have a logo. Do I have a logo? I mean, I have my profile picture, but other than that, I don't have a logo. Because to be fair, I always think it's kind of weird. I mean, like, everyone to themselves. Everyone as they wanted, but I rarely really care for VTuber logos. And the VTubers I watch very rarely like make use of their logos anyway. So I never really understood why so many VTubers had their logo. I don't know. Maybe it's something like from the idol culture that I don't understand. Alien. Kinda. That I just simply don't understand, but yeah. Not really something I ever did. Like when I was working on debut on this thing here, this guy, this weird guy, I was thinking about like getting of getting like a logo made, but I decided ultimately against that because honestly, why? Honestly, just why? Do a little bit of cooldowns. Doesn't get spammed too much. Probably gonna do... This is like a decent cooldown that it doesn't get too annoying. 30 seconds? I think 30 seconds is fair. For the redeem bolt things, it's definitely gonna be longer. It's 5 minutes anyway, right? It's 5 minutes anyway. So if we go to 600, then we have 10 minutes on the cooldown. That's 10 minutes. Honestly, I think 20 minutes is probably better. Something like 20 minutes is probably better. Old Gedo is for half an hour. The old Gedo redeem is for half an hour. So if 60 times 30... what do you want to do with that? Probably... Yeah, probably like an hour. Ow. Probably like an hour. No, I wanted that. I closed it before I changed it. Okay. So they have cooldowns now. They technically do have cooldowns now. It's a very good thing that I have no idea what the variables are called. Very good thing. I have no idea what they are called. So we redeem this. And now, technically speaking, someone else does it. Okay. I just need to find the right variable for the command cooldown thing. And then that actually works. Okay. You collect anime waifu poster, doll, another thing. I have some figurines of anime stuff. I have some of those. Not really a lot of posters because I'm not really the biggest fan of, you know, plastering my wall full of stuff. Not the biggest fan of that. So... But I have a lot of figurines. And I'm planning to get more of them in the future. I have a few of them on my waiting list. On my reservation list as soon as they become available, which is sometimes a bit weird. Because they are announced to be like releasing in May and then they get postponed again and again and again. I see the variables here, but I don't see anything that gives me like cooldown timer. Excuse me. Where's the cooldown? Command ID, command name, command source, command type, MS, whatever that is reply. Raw input, input 10, input counter, user counter, trigger ID, trigger name, trigger category, action ID, action name, username, user, broadcast user, I don't see. I don't see a cooldown timer. There has to be like a variable that gives out the cooldown, right? There has to be like some form of variable that gives out the cooldown. There has to be. Because otherwise, how is it gonna register that it needs to cool down? So where the fuck is that? Hello? Can I find it out in the edit? No, there's not really something here. So yeah, we're getting more figurines at some point in my life. I have a few of them. In my collection. And to be fair, at this point, I have like, from all the waifus I have like decent amount of them. So it's a tiny bit of a problem that I, don't know where to put these. I really don't know where to put them at this point. Because I'm kinda out of space. And I don't know how many figurines I actually need of the same character over and over again. As much as I love Amelia, I don't know how many figurines I need of her. I don't know how many I need. How can that be? How can there be no cooldown variable? There has to be. How about I just Google it? Probably the safest way, just Googling it. Streamer bot variable command cooldown. There has to be some. Command source cooldown left. Okay, cooldown left. How about we try that? Also, why bald? Why did that trigger again now? I'm sometimes very much confused by the actions of these things. Why is it triggering after the bald action? If the remaining thing is clearly before that. That makes so little sense. Cooldown. So it's cooldown left, apparently. Why is it not cooldown right? Ha 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 ha. I know I'm very funny. You guys don't have to tell me that. I know I am. Cooldown left. So technically speaking, it should still be on cooldown, right? So if I was trying to redeem Bald again now, it's on cooldown 803 seconds. Nice! That works. This command is on cooldown for another seconds. This command is on cooldown for another seconds. Okay, that works. Great! Now people can see where we're not. That's great. I still wanted to do alert command. Alert command technically only should work for YouTube. Because in Twitch you get points even though you're lurking. On YouTube you don't get points if you lurk, because you don't get registered as an active user. And if you're not registered as an active user, you don't get awarded points by the program. Now the question is, how do we do that? It is probably taking this command. And it's probably taking this command, duplicating it. We're gonna get rid of the triggers for that. We're giving a lot of points. And then we're sending out a message to YouTube. Send message to channel. I'm thinking of a way to type alert command, type alert message. This is not annoying. Okay, so now we do this and we trigger that with a command. We create a command. It's only on YouTube. It is the lurk. Exclamation point. Lurk. And we do this, we do that. Now if we type that here. Okay. So this works. This works. Now... user current points. Now I basically need to take this. So points args. Points args is the variable I want. Where is it? Here. Okay. Does that work? Ha! No! Not in the slightest. That's great. Multiple problems. First of all, don't need it to be 2 messages. Second of all, do I need to get the point somewhere before that? Get user-specific redeem points to points args with default value of 0. Log information points admin points check the user has. Send argument message. Okay, so we probably need all of this beforehand. Are you going to play a new game tomorrow? We're probably gonna continue playing Expedition 33. A game that we started like last week. Probably gonna continue playing that because it's a very fun game. It is indeed a very good game. Wait. 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 What if I just do this? And do that. So yeah, we're probably playing Expedition 33 tomorrow. Very fun game. Very interesting. Okay, that doesn't work. Kind of JRPG-like with like action elements. Definitely can recommend looking at it. It is fun. It is also in the Game Pass, so if you have a Game Pass, it's also pretty much nice to look at. Very fun game. Good story. So far, good story. We've only been like 4 hours in. Not that much. Basically just a little bit after the tutorial area. But yeah, so far I can definitely say it's nice. Okay, that doesn't really work. But then we just do it the old-fashioned way and copy everything else. And obviously we're gonna play... I think I've seen my schedule for next week. So we're gonna play Fire Emblem on Tuesday again. That will be on Tuesday. Copy. Paste. I wonder if it has like little bits of the bot has like little bits of problem with groups of tasks, actions. Kind of seems that way. Copy, paste. Copy, paste. Copy. Copy and paste. And then we take this, put it here as well. And we change this to ow. Where did that come from? Oh yeah. That one. Ah, yeah, that makes sense. Ow. If I put this now. If I do this now, and I do this now, it's great that it just doesn't work. It is seriously wonderful. Okay, but that could be entirely my issue here. Okay, it is probably points args. Let's see if the capitalization matters. Ah, there it is. Does it also add points? It does add points. Okay. That is phenomenal. So we can get rid of this one. We can set this in the group of currency core. We can add the countdown for users. It's supposed to be like an hour. So 60 times 60 is 3,600. So now there's an hour-long cooldown on that. Okay, that works. Honestly, I'm just very, very happy that apparently the point system works for Twitch and YouTube now. That does ease and makes me a little bit happy. How much was the last time? Last point thingy thing. How much was the last point thingy thing? You now have 10,000 points. 98,600. When was it reduced? 98,100. I don't know if we need to... I don't know if we need to give more points at some point. For the redeems. I'm not entirely sure. Because I only have 550. Probably should have timestamps on. Would have probably helped. So I don't know when I did the redeem bold. I don't know how long that was. Because I think it's 50 points every 5 minutes or something like that. If we have 50 points times 12 means 600 points in an hour. Probably put this to 100 then. We not. Although for now, I think it's fine. I'm worrying about the economy side of that later. Worrying about that later. Okay. So now that it's basically working, I can pretty much delete this other thing. And those triggers to get rid of them. I can also get rid of the Trovo, whatever the hell it is. I don't know what it is. Some weird other streaming platform. Never heard of it. Okay. So the bare core of redeems and points is working now. Both on Twitch and YouTube. The redeems go. The things work. It seems somewhat at this point pretty much like it's okay. Okay. That's great. I like that. I like that. I'm gonna work on the other redeems probably later time. So I can sneak some interesting redeems in as well. I need to make a list of what redeems we're actually gonna work on and what we're gonna have and how expensive they are. And I need to make a comment on like, I need to make a list on the redeems people can look at. I mean, on Twitch, I could just post them down in the description as well. Just kind of don't want to do that for YouTube, because if I do that on YouTube, I have to write it in the description as well. That seems a bit weird. No one looks at the descriptions, YouTube. People would probably scroll down in the information boxes on Twitch, at least a little bit more. So I'm probably gonna do that there. Probably gonna do that there. Yeah. Anything else that I definitely need in terms of redeems? Or in terms of like commons? I'm not entirely sure at this point. We definitely need something else. I mean, there's like something like follower age, something like that. But honestly, really, does that matter? User. Get user info for target channel. That channel ads. Guest star. Followers. Get follower age info for target. Get latest follow. Okay. So there are things like that, but I don't think so. Okay. So bot is pretty much working for both Twitch and YouTube. Then what we need to do now And this works, this works, this works. Let's see if I have all the necessary files I need. Let's see if anything is actually working. Okay, these are the starting screens. I mean, I still have those. I like them kinda, but I'm not entirely sure why. Why I stopped using them? So, it is now a little bit quiet, but don't worry. Things fine. All is good. Do not worry. Don't panic! It's fine! I promise. Media. Like this. Okay. Because I still have this stream pack. It is kind of nice. I'm not entirely sure why I stopped using it. I feel like I stopped using it because I didn't like the end screen of that thing. Guess maybe you should put in the perma loop. I think I didn't like the end screen of that. Other thing we need to do is add another group. Add another group. Put in Chads. And then we can add this here, do this there. Right. So yeah, we could do this. I was like, I don't know, I only used it for a little bit. Back in the days, but I still generally like it. I generally do like it. I think one problem I had with it is that it's kind of like a flashbang. It's very, very bright. I think that was a thing that I kind of hated. I think that was one. I think I hated the thing that is the stream will be ending soon. I think that kind of I hated that as well. Not entirely sure. But yeah, I generally like it. It's very, very neutral. Background is also very visible. It's very, very subtle. It is. What else do I have? I mean, I have the one that I was using currently, but to be fair, I didn't really like the one that I was using currently. That was this one. This one, and then we had the filter to make it blue. Color correction. Like this, and I think I put that on... I think I put another background behind it, if I remember correctly. I don't know. It's okay. It's okay. I don't hate it, but I also don't like it. Wait. I think I did a color key on this. Did I? I'm not entirely sure how I did that. And did I just... Could have also just done that. That could probably be the case. Mm. Mm. I am not convinced by this. I am not convinced. What else do I have? I have this one. Do the same thing. We could just color correct it. I'm wondering why I have so many of these. I am a very indecisive person. Ew. It looks like fart. Someone farted in here. Stinky. I could do something like this. I don't know. That's just very generic. Just very boring. The Gedoens. Oh man. Not the Gedoens. It's nicht gedünst. What else do we have? Background. The fuck is that? That one. I mean, generally speaking, it's not bad. It's clouds. Love clouds. Generally speaking, the thing is, I really like... is it this one? I think it's this one. No, that's the cloud one. Also, probably should deactivate the filter. I like that too. It's not bad. It's very neutral. But I was not... These are not the starting soon screens I was looking for. This one. I generally like this one the most. But the thing that I find annoying in this is the follow me and stay tuned thing. That is something I really don't like. Other than that, it's really cool. It has some things going for it. I could be sneaky with it. Could try something. Let me quickly look at the other thing I had. This one is the other variant of that. That's also not bad. I don't really vibe with the crystal snow look of this. It's okay. Meth screen. Oh, if that reminds you of meth, then I think you have the issue. Man. Those are alerts. Yeah, no, that is not happening. That is not happening. And I think that those are literally all the ones I have. Those are the ones I have. Those are overlays. There's an empty... It's entirely empty. What? Okay. There's a folder with entirely nothing in it. Okay. That makes sense. So personally I like... this one the most. Now, we want to be sneaky, 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 I just take this. Do this. Then I go here. Animate it. Overlay. Background. We do this. I do not want to have it in my chat. No. This. Then we go in here. We cut it. And now I'm a bit confused. Ah. We need to put it on a loop. Otherwise, it doesn't work. Okay. Now we just basically do this. Do a little bit of this. This is gonna be more annoying than I thought, I think. This is gonna be way more annoying than I thought. The crystals are not there either. That's a bit annoying. They're also a bit out of sync. I don't know if that technically is just because I added them differently. Yeah. Is pretty much okay-ish. I know. I hate that it's going away. I wish it would just stick there. But it just doesn't. Okay, I think we're getting closer. I think we're getting closer to what I'm trying to do here. Maybe like a little bit more. The biggest problem is as soon as I take out the right side, I really don't have any point of reference left. I think you can see it a little bit. I think you can see it a teeny tiny bit. Not entirely sure. There's a teeny tiny bit that looks different than the rest. I mean, technically, we could do the following. Did I break that up by doing it here? No. It just generally doesn't want to work. That's great. Ah, no! It can't work because it's behind. Okay, that makes sense. So we're gonna do it like this. Bam! Suddenly it doesn't really look that bad. It's fine. Okay. I do like that. That's okay. Now, I'm gonna do that for this. This. And we're gonna... Where is the be right back? There's a be right back. I don't want it in my music folder. Please. There isn't a be right back. I just hope whoever made this made it the same thing every time. It's not... Why is it... What? What? Why are there two different things? What? But you know what? When have I ever used the be right back screen? Out of curiosity, when did I ever use a be right back screen? I don't think I ever did. I don't think I ever used the be right back screen, so might as well just leave it out. What did I want to do now? Add a group. Chad. We've probably just kept the other thing and it's fine. And now this new I hate that I can't give like the same name for scenes and sources. That's honestly really stupid. Yeah, I also hate this. I very much hate this. We could do... That's not the one. We just take the normal background. Like this. Just plaster normal text on it. It's not perfect, but same as me. Just kind of working. Barely holding on. Just how everything should be. Meh. Just like that. Oh, no! Not yet. Can I? I can. I can give this a contour. This, like that. Bigger. Bigger always means better, guys. Remember that. Okay. That's the new ending screen. Wow. Such wow. Great. Is it centered correctly? No. Uh, 360. Kinda need to go here-ish. Okay. Great. I don't need that anymore. Now the question is, am I able to capture the Elgato thingy thing without having the Elgato software installed? I can. Wonderful. Right, because I need that as well. So this one goes here. The other thing stays here. Allowed stay over this. This stay over. Need to go. I don't want you in my VTuber folder. Stop it. I also don't want you in my music folder. Stop it. Why are you so small? Okay. So Elgato works as well. Sound design is something we work on whenever it happens. It's something we work on whenever that happens. Never. Never. Okay. And technically speaking, I only really need now a gaming scene. Or standard, normal gaming scene. I don't know if we give chat boxes anymore. I kind of... There is a reason I like it, and there's a reason I don't really like it. I don't know. And let me quickly do... Why is everything dying right now? Ow. Okay. Did it reset my... Yeah, reset master volume. That makes sense why my ears are blowing out. That's great. Okay, now we add this as game capture. And we want a specific window. For now, it will be this. We add this. We make it small. And it's going behind here. Okay. That is pretty much the setup for that. That works. And technically speaking, we want to do... where is it? It's a very good question. Where's the sound? Here it is. Technically speaking, we want to do this as well. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. That works as well. Do I need anything else? Well, I mean, technically I need a recording screen, but that is something that is not really that relevant to anything. Well, that works. Ah, you know what I did? I increased the this CPU thingy thing, coding thing. CPU usage is bit. When setting up the stream, maybe that's a bit too much. Maybe I need to go back a little bit. I mean, makes sense. Problem is you now have a lot of things running in the background. VTube Studio is taking up 8% of my CPU. OBS is taking like 8%. WeBridger is taking 3%. The TITS is taking 3% as well. So I'm like on 30% of like workload without like even having a game started. Yeah. Which is probably a decent reason to think about like a 2 PC setup at some point in time. To let most of the weird stuff run in... Oh yeah, that makes sense. Aha, I forgot to charge my phone. Okay. Well, I think it's kind of good, because I think we're pretty much in the closing chapters now. The only thing I'm not entirely sure is if we should add text boxes, Twitch boxes, things, you know what I mean. Chat boxes. RIP. Yeah, Gedoens dead. Well, I mean, technically he's not dead, but he cannot move anymore. He's paralyzed right now. So the question is if we want to use chat boxes or nah. That's a very good question. That is a very good question. What do I have? Static borders. Static, chat box. These are like the things I usually use. This one works as well, but there is chat written in it, and I hate that. And I think that's pretty much it then. In terms of chat boxes. Do I have... I actually have one here. Ew! That's bright! Well, actually, it doesn't fit that bad. I just hate that there's chat written on it. Just kind of throws me off a little bit, but it's honestly, we could make something work with that. Twitch chat. I don't know. I like that. Also, I think the problem is on YouTube chat, the text box is white. So I don't think this will work. I don't think this will work. Yo, welcome back. Well, actually, it works better than expected. It actually works. You think you can trick me? But I am untrickable. I've added a cooldown. And the only thing is that it now goes like to both chats in the same time. That is a bit annoying. For most commands, it should be fine since you kind of want to know. I probably have to look if I can add the command ID. Can I add the command ID? I probably can. Can I? So we actually see what it is. This is a very interesting question. Percentage. Command. ID. Percentage. Ow. I mean, I say ow, but there's no one to be out. Just that's Twitch. I mean, I probably can't test it out. Ow. Wait. Who can test it? What can I test it with? Well, I mean, I'm not entirely sure. Okay, technically that works. You sent this message for, the identical message 30 seconds ago. Fuck you, Twitch. Let me type. Very interesting. Very much interesting. Yeah, my microphone just said nope. Yeah, that is not the right thing. I don't think that's the right variable. If I'm being honest, I don't think that's telling a lot of people a lot. Well, I mean, you could all remember these names, right? Just remember the IDs. It's fine. I think it's actually just command. Ha! Aha! Look at that! Also, ow. It also gives you the remaining points now, which is really neat. Which is kind of neat. Bonk. Okay, so I just need to change that for YouTube as well then. Command percentage is on cooldown for another seconds. So we try that again. Aha! Oh, look at that. Now we even see the cooldown command. Okay. So this is interesting. We'll still need to do... Can I come back? You charge enough. I know you're below 10%. I know. You always are below 10%. I know. Your phone, Chan. I know. It's fine. Now if YouTube and Twitch powers combined, it will always be... Don't worry. The cooldown is global. Nope. This can go. Sad. I don't find it too sad. No, okay. The thingy thing is not... It's not charging correctly. Okay. It needs more time. It, generally speaking, needs more time. I can, you know what? I can set up something else though. I can set up something else though while we're at it. Yes. You already have access to that. Why are you making things so complicated? Add browser. Ow. Okay. This works. Ah, yeah, wait. I have to... A, be in a Discord call. B, set up the microphone in Discord call. Where do I go? User settings. Audio. Where's audio? Voice and audio. Why is it always my headset mic that's default? Why are you crazy? Why are you crazy? Haha. Okay. That's Fugi. Now we have Fugi. If everything fails, we have Fugi. I also... At least this is... A very funny thing is that most of the time, if you put something on any of my audio sources, it always goes on like the Elgato on the capture card first. Any sound thing always goes there first. I don't know why. It's not a standard thing. But it kind of wants to. So we do Fugi group here. And then we combine them into one group. We just put them all inside. And we're all happy dappy. But also take this. This also works. Hi. I am a PNG tuber now. Welcome. Okay. That works for now. probably need to do something like this. And make myself big. Wow. Wow, because there's nothing else going on. Wow. Gedo went from 2.5 to 3. We're going backwards, boys. Backwards. Chad, how? Do we like the white chat box? I'm not entirely sure. Not convinced. Kind of like it. Kind of don't. I'm at this point undecisive. It's blinding. That is entirely true. But we can lower the opacity of it. So it's not that blinding by the lights anymore. Can I see the dimensions of that thing? Is that somewhere... Or do I have to guess again? Also make the contrast very much darker. I feel this is fine. That actually is nice. Probably not too much, but like this, maybe? Then we throw this in here. We kind of need to make the dimensions a bit different. What is that? What are we guessing? Like something 600-ish? Maybe? Yeah, perfect. I'm just so smart. Doing it like this. This gets cut down. Okay. And then we copy paste this. Put it here. The only thing that annoys me is that it says Chad 2 times now. It's a bit annoying. Do I have the... I have the YouTube logo again, okay. Do I have the Twitch logo as well? Probably have it somewhere. So plastering that on here. This. And goes in here. Putting a filter on that. Color correction. Nah, can't go down with the... We could lower the brightness. It doesn't look as much as. And we lower the opacity just a little bit. Honestly, I don't like it that much. To be honest, I don't like it that much. I think what it needs is like a contour. But I don't think that works. I don't think I can just do that. What if we... That doesn't change anything. That also doesn't change anything. I do think we have to keep it like this. Kind of... Just a little bit see-through. Does it look weird to you guys as well? It looks kind of rough around the edges. Doesn't look really smooth to me. That was not what I wanted. I mean, I don't hate it. Naturally, it's not perfect, but I don't really hate it. Okay, next question. Do I have the Twitch logo somewhere? I kind of think I do. I needed it before. Doesn't really look like I have it. Well. Let's just take this. Let's just grab this, save, yoink, boink, shaboink. Putting on another filter, doing it like this, putting the opacity a bit down. That was a bit too much, wasn't it? A little bit too much. Imagine if we had a third, more sinister chat TikTok chat. Nah. Nah, thanks. Honestly, to everyone who does it, I'm... wow. Nothing but respect. I won't be there. No. I'm not, nah. Still sometimes refuse to believe that TikTok is like a real thing. Oh, now I know why it's looking so weird. I mean, I do have a TikTok account. I post like everything I do in the shorts. I as well post them on TikTok. And to be fair, sometimes they're doing decently well on TikTok as well. But yeah, I don't really think that streaming there is for me. Technically speaking, I could use it. I could use it for like the starting soon screens. Go like half an hour starting soon screen, like chatting, catching up on TikTok, and then switch to Twitch. Generally speaking, that's like an idea for getting like the viewer engagement from TikTok to your other channels. That is a potential thing, but I'm okay with not doing that. Why is Twitch chat see-through? Yeah, I mean, overall, it's fine. I do scroll on TikTok as well. But I personally prefer everything else over it. This, but why exactly are you see-through? Where exactly is the see-throughness coming from? There isn't a filter on you. Are you behind something? Chat on the upper layer. Funnily enough, it is. So now it's on the topmost layer. Does it see for the entire time? Am I just stupid? I mean, we could try... that works. I think it's at least a little bit more visible this way, but oh, I hate the color. Make it like this. Ow! Make it like this. I probably have to look at like another chat plugin at some point. Wait, do I have... Is this the Honkai Star Rail themed? What if I take this? Is that the same thing that I have on the Twitch chat? YouTube chat. Posting that. And this. No, this is... It kinda is something similar. There's the... Things are missing. The... background. Can I add a background here? Is there a thing for the background? Why is this thing so unbelievably small? Background color. There is background. Member message, viewer message. So now... Now it's a good question of what the hell am I doing here? What happened to the extra dimension? Oh, my phone died. So my capture software doesn't work without the phone. There is no capture. So currently only this version of me exists. Nope, that did not change anything. And that's wonderful. I love that. I love that. Banner, color, outlines, chat message, scroll bar, chat, header and input, reduce side padding, paid message render, avatars, hide badges, timestamp, badges, chat message, chat text messages render, text messages render, keyframe ornament, text message render, keyframes. Keyframes. A lot of keyframes. Keyframes. Render. Messages. Keyframes. There is a lot of the same stuff, but I don't see what I'm really looking for. Hate message render. Live chat, paid message. I don't want paid messages. I just want to see where the background is. Sponsorship? Oh, frick. Okay, I don't think there is a background. I mean, there has to be some sort of background, but I don't think I can set that up manually here. Background color transparent. Well, that worked great. That worked great. Perfect. We just leave it at that. Nothing wrong here. I see nothing wrong with that. Where the hell did I find that? Here. Nah, I really don't like that. I really don't like it. Yeah, I think for now we're just gonna go back to this one. Yeah, I think we're just going back to this one. It's kinda... It's a little bit nicer. So just gonna quickly... I mean, from the size, it's pretty much the same. Just that YouTube decided to be thick. It decided to be a thick logo. It's fine. It's okay. It's okay. So we have this, we have this, we have this. Chat is also pretty much done. Now we need this here. Same with starting screen. This here. Okay. Right. That works. I mean, I'm gonna look at like a few more text boxes and stuff like that to see if I can find something more suitable, more interesting, something better looking. But for now, I think it's fine. I think that's basically what I need as of right now in terms of stuff. Still a lot of stuff we can do. And I'm gonna set up a few more redeems. I'm gonna think about a few more redeems. I'm gonna charge my phone. So we actually have a VTuber model again. But yeah, I think for now, these should be like the most important things we need. So yeah, I think we're gonna stop here for the day. I was planning on playing Expedition 33 tomorrow. So if you guys want to hang out, I will be here tomorrow at like, I would guess 6 p.m.-ish for German time. So add whatever time you have in your time zone to that. So yeah, around the usual time, I'm gonna guess. Gonna play a bit of Expedition 33. Looking forward to it, actually. Really looking forward to it. I like the game. I have to contain myself not to look at other people's streams. It's always like a very really annoying thing not to do that. But yeah. I'm happy that the redeems work now on Twitch and YouTube. That is like the big thing that I wanted to do today. The setting up the stream is also nice. I think I've set up everything the way I needed to. I think the only thing that I technically still need to do is... basically... for recording stuff, the audio tracks. That's the only thing that still needs to be done. And other than that, we're fine. It's all great. It's all great. Yes. Ah, it's you who played Fire Emblem last time. It is me. I played this game. I do that. We're gonna play Fire Emblem Tuesday. Tuesday will be Fire Emblem next. Tomorrow, Expedition 33, because it's a good game, it's a new game, and I want to play it more. And yeah. Finally, Fire Emblem after the time skip on Tuesday. And then we're gonna see, because next week is gonna be a bit annoying. But I'm gonna try to stream a little bit more next week before I have to be gone for another week. Yay! Life is awesome. Let me see quickly at my work schedule. So I'm definitely gone on Wednesday, and I'm definitely gone on Sunday. I'm gonna stream on Tuesday, and then we're gonna see. I also need to make like other content again. I have like a lot of scripts ready, but I just need to make them. I just need to edit them. I just need to make those the things happen, the videos happen. But yeah, this is a lot of work. So yeah, gonna try. I also wanted to. Yeah, we probably need to do like. I'm probably gonna fit in like another stream like this next week, so we can do a little bit more work on streaming things, because I still want to do like the gamble redeem with like the Wheel of Death, where it either ends the stream or we switch game or something like that. I still want to do that. I still want to make like a list of like pile of shame games that I still need to play through, that I have never played through, that I've skipped entirely. Wanted to make a list like that, and like a wheel. And then we play one of the games. Then we finish it, and then we spin the wheel again. That was my plan. Don't know if that is gonna be working, but that was my plan. But yeah. That is pretty much it for today. I am pretty much finished with my tasks for today. So I'm gonna grab something to eat, because I am actually starving right now. I'm gonna leave you guys to it. I hope you all had a wonderful day. I hope you had a wonderful time in the stream, even though it was basically just me trying to figure out how to exist in this world, but that's fine. Sometimes it is just like that. Sometimes it is just like that. So yeah, everything is set up. I'm ready to go for tomorrow. And yeah, thank you guys for hanging out with me. See you tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. Bye-bye. I could technically put the Fugi here. If we do like a little bit of bye-byes, we could have Fugi react here. I don't know. We'll see. Bye-bye, guys.